Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a little update video for you guys talking about what's going to be going on with my channel in the next month-ish or so. The main thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that starting on April 21st, I will be going on a break, my first of 2 breaks this year. I want to take a break in the first half of the year and a break in the second half of the year, and I'm really hoping that that's going to help me tremendously with, my problem that arises every so often of burnout. I'm just going to go over the logistics first, so if you're just here for the updates and all of that, you can just watch the first little bit of this and then I'll go into everything else after. So, just so you guys know, this week coming up, I will be finishing up The Ones Who Live and Invincible, and then I am going to have a pretty quiet April. It is going to be the business as usual shows leading up to my break, because when I come back from break, everything is going to be ramping up a bit. The last episodes that will be going out for those shows, I believe Supernatural is going to be the season 10 premiere, will be going out on YouTube right before the break. For Classic Who, we're going to be finishing up this season, and that'll be the last reaction going out right before break. And then The Bad Batch, which is starting next week, we'll have 3 reactions out, I believe 3, leading up to right before the break. I do apologize for only having a few reactions out before I took a break. It was just honestly the best time to take a break, and I didn't really want to postpone Bad Batch. I wanted to get as many as I could out to you guys as soon as I could. You know what I mean? And that's sort of, it's just how it happened. So you're going to get a little taste of the Bad Batch. And then once I come back from break, we will, every Tuesday, be, have Bad Batch reactions go out consistently. Over on Patreon, Star Trek will continue to go out every Saturday, and right before break it will, I think, end on episode 7 of season 2 of The Next Generation, and I am just really loving going through the show and everything. So, but that will be probably the last thing I upload, I feel like, before my break, because it goes out on Saturday. So, those of you who are over on Patreon, that's the update for that. When it comes to the movies over on Patreon, I do 2 movies every month. And yes, you will be getting your extra movie reaction, which is Oppenheimer, for April. But there is a little bit of an update. The May 1st reaction, because that's going to fall while I am on break, is going to get moved to June 1st. Just so you guys know about that. Especially after the last 2 movies, guys, I am doing a back-to-back, kind of double feature for what's getting uploaded on Patreon movie-wise with Schindler's List and Oppenheimer. And not only are they very intense and heavy movies, but they are also, they're just really long, in all honesty. So, you know what, I needed a little break from the movie reactions, so that is, also the May 1st reaction is just going to get moved to June 1st. I think that is about it when it comes to kind of the logistics of how everything's going to work. I'm going to be getting back, and we'll get right back to the business as usual shows, back to Star Trek, back to the movie reactions and everything like that. And also Doctor Who will be premiering very, very soon, after I return from my break. And then June is going to happen. June is June. There's a lot going on in June. I genuinely, when I was planning or wanting to take a break, I genuinely wanted it to be kind of in the summery months because just the weather's really nice here and I could be outside and, it might be nice at the end of April, beginning of May. But listen, where I live, it's really hit or miss for these spring months. It could be 40 degrees and snowing, and then the next day it's like 80 degrees and sunny. I don't know what goes on here in the spring, but but genuinely, I really wanted to take a break when it was just going to be nicer out and I could be outside. You know what I can do now outside? Breathe. So I'm really trying to take advantage of that nice weather, but let me tell you, there are a lot of shows for me premiering in June specifically. I'm not kidding, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really don't. I have a tentative schedule and it looks packed and I'm very nervous. So when we reach June, and I know that's a little bit away, just give me some leeway with when things are coming out. I'm going to try my best, okay? But it is, given I'm already going to be doing, obviously, my Supernatural reactions, my Classic Who reactions, my Bad Batch reactions, and over on Patreon movie reactions and Star Trek and stuff like that. All of this stuff that's coming out that I'm going to have to do on top of that I'm probably going to be very stressed out in June. And I just thought, technically I can take a break whenever I want, but it would not be a smart idea. The amount that I would have to do coming back from break, it's already going to be a hectic schedule. So I looked and I saw in April, literally nothing new is coming out. No returning seasons, nothing like that. It's going to be a quiet time. And I said, you know what? Let's do it in April. Give myself a recharge before the busy season. I feel like a lot of times I take breaks after the busy seasons, or maybe kind of during almost, And this time I'm going to be taking a break and not really have to catch up on anything. My last break, Loki was airing and Gen V and Invincible started, and it was a lot that I had to do right when I got back. It's going to be kind of nice to sort of return and not feel like I have a ton on my plate. So that's exciting. But genuinely, I know that some of you guys, not a lot of you, but there will be a couple of comments saying, oh, well, if you don't have a lot going on in April, and I don't, it's going to be very chill over here on this channel. It's the calm before the storm, you know what I mean? But there might be comments being like, well, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? Or, whatever. And I just want to say to you guys that are suggesting maybe things to do in my downtime. One, I need this downtime to be downtime because I need to prep for the months of May, June, July, and maybe August. For being very, very busy months for me. So I have to keep recording all of the Supernaturals and the Classic Who's, all of that stuff, and kind of get a good backlog of that so they can consistently go out when all of these other shows are premiering. The other thing is right now I am going through a little something in my personal life, nothing to worry about, but I'm just kind of struggling with certain things and I need some downtime to deal with that. So I can be renewed, refreshed when, the summer months sort of roll around and all of that. So I just wanted to say that because I know there's going to be a couple of you like, oh, well, you can quickly do this 10 episode show in April. I really can't. And if I've learned anything over my time reacting, in all honesty, there's such a pull to try to do as much as possible at all times. And the main thing that I've learned is take the downtimes when they are downtimes, because sometimes they don't even happen. And I don't know that I'm going to get another downtime until maybe 2025. So let's enjoy a chill April. I hope you guys are excited for the Bad Batch. I am... Spoilers for my reactions, but I'm very obsessed with this show, and I'm very, very excited for you guys to see my reactions to it. I'm excited for you guys to see the supernatural reactions leading up to, you know, the end of season 9 and all of that, and Classic Who. Yeah. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a lot of really, really good reactions, even if there's not going to be as much as there normally is on my channel. And yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.